Today is my birthday. I woke up feeling excited. The sun was shining through the window, and I could hear birds outside. It felt like a special morning. I stretched, smiled, and sat up. I looked around the room. My roommates were already awake. Two of them were on their phones. One was doing her hair. I waited, maybe someone would say something. But no one said anything. Not even a simple, happy birthday. I smiled awkwardly and stood up. Maybe they forgot. Maybe they're just distracted. I walked to the bathroom, brushing my teeth slowly, staring at myself in the mirror. I whispered to myself, "It's okay. It's just the morning. Maybe later they'll say something." After getting ready, I wore my red t-shirt and black pants, my usual favorite outfit, and slipped on my favorite white shoes. It was simple, but I always felt confident in it. Still, no one noticed.
No compliments. No smiles. No hugs.
One of my roommates asked, "Are you coming to class?" I nodded. Yes, I'm ready. I thought, maybe my two friends who live next door will remember. They usually remember everything, test dates, college events, even my tea preferences. But when I met them outside, they just talked about class assignments and group projects. They laughed and joked, but no one said anything about my birthday. In class, I sat quietly. I couldn't concentrate on the lecture. The teacher's words felt far away, like background noise. During the lunch break, I waited. I expected someone to say, "Hey, isn't today your birthday?" But it never came. We sat in the cafeteria. My friends were busy scrolling on their phones. One of them was laughing at a meme. The other was talking about her weekend plans. I smiled and nodded, pretending everything was fine. I checked my phone. Still nothing. Still nothing.
No notifications.
No birthday messages. Not even from my family. My chest felt heavy. I didn't want to cry, not in front of everyone. I whispered to myself, maybe everyone really forgot. Or maybe they just don't care. I tried to stay strong. I told myself, it's okay. It's just another day. Maybe I shouldn't expect too much. After class, we came back to the hostel. The hallways were a little noisy. Someone was watching a drama loudly. I opened the door to our room. My roommates were inside, sitting together. They looked up at me quickly, and then looked back down. They were acting strange, whispering, giggling, hiding their phones. One of them suddenly said, "Oh, you're back already?" I nodded.
Yeah.
Class finished early. They looked at each other, and then quickly changed the topic. I sat on my bed and looked at the window. The sky was slowly turning golden. Sunset would come soon. I took out my diary and started writing.
Dear diary,
today is my birthday, but it feels just like any other day.
no cake. No hugs. No gifts.
Just silence. I felt a tear fall onto the page. I wiped it away quickly. No one should see me cry. I stared at the wall. So many memories were in this room. Laughing with friends, sharing snacks, late-night stories. But today, I felt like a stranger in my own space. Suddenly, one of my roommates stood up and said, "Hey, the warden wants to see you." She said it's important. I looked at her. The warden? Why? I don't know, she shrugged. Just go quickly. I was confused, but I stood up and left. I walked slowly through the corridor. The hostel felt quiet now. When I reached the warden's office, it was dark. Empty. I waited for a moment, then took out my phone. A new message popped up. "Come back to your room." I turned around. My heart was beating faster. Something felt strange.
My feet walked faster than my thoughts.
I reached my door, hesitated for a moment, then opened it.
Surprise.
I froze. The room was glowing. There were balloons on the walls, fairy lights across the window, and a small chocolate cake on the table with my name written on it. My roommates, my two best friends, even a few classmates were standing there, smiling wide. Later that night, when everyone went back to their rooms, I sat on my bed. The decorations were still up. The room looked magical in the soft light. I looked at the cake box beside me and smiled. I picked up my diary again and wrote, "Dear diary, tonight I learned something important. Sometimes people don't show love in the way we expect. But that doesn't mean they don't care. Sometimes Love hides in silence, only to burst out in the loudest surprise. This birthday was the best of my life. I am not alone. Not today. Not ever.